Alright, so welcome to the patch notes 1.07 read by a Hardstuck Silver. As you hear ReZero in the background. Okay, so first the agent updates. Sage. Heal reduced from 100 over 5 seconds to 60 over 5 seconds. That's pretty big in my opinion. I personally feel like it's still a good ability, still a good ability because, she's the only agent in the game right now that can not only heal herself but can also heal other people. So, but then the nerf is still welcome. Self-heal reduced from 100 over 5 seconds to 60 over 10 seconds. That's, I feel like, it's going to be some pretty good counterplay when it comes to, maybe trading. Slow orb size reduced by 30%. Okay. And barrier orb cost reduced from 400 to 300. Fortifying barrier wall forms at 400 HP. After a 3-second delay, the wall becomes fortified at 800 HP. So that'll at least give your team a window to break it down. I can already think of the Reagan memes. Tear down your wall. Now, the moment we all been waiting for. Killjoy nerfs. Added a brief windup before damage begins. Okay. DPS reduced from 60 to 40. Love that. Absolutely. Visual effects have been added to make it easier to spot the grenade on the ground. Stealth audio range has been slightly increased. I kind of wish they would have just made it work as a standard molly. And some other players have even agreed with me. Good Jin. Turret no longer revealed by Sova's recon bolt. I wasn't sure why I was able to see it with a recon bolt in the first place. I always thought that was absolutely useless. More effectively shoots at an enemy's last known location. Okay. The Nanoswarm nerfs are definitely welcome, in my opinion. I feel like this will definitely wind her down a bit. Especially with the DPS nerfs being from 60 to 40. So, I feel like it'll more effectively take about around 4 seconds to kill someone instead of about 2.5. Okay, Viper. Toxic Screen can now be placed during the buy phase of rounds through spawn barriers. Toxic Screen can now goes up faster along its full length once it starts to form. Decay on all smoke abilities no longer affects allies. That's huge. Viper's Pit. The area Viper's Pit is now shown on her team's minimap when deployed. Though I don't think that this is going to make too much of a difference to Viper. Well, I shouldn't say too much of a difference. I don't want to say like a huge difference. I feel like it's going to make her viable. At least maybe in like the possibly mid to low tiers. I especially like being able to see the Viper's Pit on the mini-map as well. I find it to be a very welcome change. Alright. Breach. Flashpoint. Off-screen flashes now match behavior of other flashes in the game and applies a minimum amount of flash more aggressively. They gave him an extra charge. Reduced wind-up time from 0.6 to 0.5 seconds. Rolling Thunder. Detonation delay between blasts decrease from 0.3 to 0.255 seconds. Concussion. Concuss now descopes players and prevents rescoping. Love that. That should help with the ops. And Sova. Updated the physics on Sova's cape, so it should wiggle outside of his hitbox less frequently. I forgot to talk about the last stages. Breach sucks. But these, I feel like, are definitely going to make him more meta. And I definitely see myself picking up Breach a bit more often. So... especially with the concussion that descopes players and prevents rescoping. So that should definitely help against people who use the Marshal and the Operator. But polish work on Sova's first-person hands to bring them up to the fidelity bar of the rest of our agents. I'm not really sure if this is actually a big deal or not, but whatever. So, I guess really there's only 4 buffs and nerfs. But let's go to weapon updates. All shotguns, aim punch update. I guess aim punch is like tag ability. When getting headshot by a shotgun, the aim punch will be lower than all the other weapons. All shotguns tagging tuned for targets beyond 10 meters. Hitting an enemy past 10 meters will apply a different tagging value to them instead of the standard tagging. New tagging 30% slow for 0.5 seconds on a smooth curve going back to normal speed. Shorty nerf. First fall off range reduced from 9 meters to 7 meters. Excuse me. Updated headshot multiplier from 3 times to 2 times. Now same as the Judge and the Bucky. Judge nerf. Price increase. Fuck the Judge. For the jet mains, especially the jet Judge mains, fuck you. But I digress. This is a welcome change. IMO. Vandal. I've been waiting for Vandal buffs ever since I've started to struggle with it because of the first shot accuracy, but I really wish they would have made the first shot accuracy better, but increasing the firing rate from 9.25 to 9.75, and increase the damage from 39 to 40. Especially at the pro level, they've been using the Vandal less and less. But even though they haven't updated the first shot accuracy, I still think that these changes are welcome. Hit Impact VFX update. See our latest recent article, Hit Registration, for additional details on some of the issues we're trying to address with these changes. Server hit VFX confirms will now spawn at the location of the hit on the character and stay attached to its position. Previously it spawned at the game space location and stayed there. On additional client predicted small spark, VFX now spawns immediately as the game space's location of a hit. Adjusted the sparks hit VFX. Coloring and shape adjusted to more closely resemble blood VFX shape. Adjusted the size of headshot VFX where both blood and sparks are scaled down slightly. I can see how some people would see an issue with what was recently. So maybe just to cut down on the visual clutter. But that's just me. You can sound off in the comments what you think of this. Competitive updates. Here we go. Remake. Fucking finally. When a match begins with a 4v5 or more lopsided teams, players will now have the option to end the game they're in and queue for a new one. If a player is disconnected at the start of the match, beginning of the buy phase through the entire first round, a remake call may be triggered at the start of the second round by typing /remake in chat. In my personal opinion, I feel like if a teammate leaves at the before the first round has ended, I think it's a bit too early. I'll say maybe before the third round. I'll say before the end of the second or third round. Then it should go into a cancellation mode. And those people who left have until the end of a buy phase of the next round to return, or else the game ends. I actually got that idea from watching Varsity Gaming's video of how he would fix all the issues of ranked on Rainbow Six Siege. You can check that out. Very knowledgeable guy, especially if you like playing Rainbow Six. I do like playing Rainbow Six every now and again. But this is definitely a welcome change. I am so happy they've done this. All connected players on the team that call the remake may vote to remake the game. It's required that all connected players agree to remake the game. The remake vote will last for the duration of the buy phase. If the vote is not passed by the buy phase, at the end of the buy phase, it will expire. If the vote is successfully passed, all players do not receive any XP or MMR adjustments for the game. The match will also not show up in match history. So, okay. Act visuals have been updated to better differentiate wins at different rank tiers. Change some potentially misleading verbiage in the restriction message for players who need to play more unrated games to unlock competitive. Okay, and then some quality of life and bug fixes. This is a good patch, in my opinion. I'm going to be doing my drunk stream tonight, so I'll be going live after I upload this video. But sound off in the comments what you thought of the patch changes. I'll also leave a link to my stream in the comments as well, in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.